Hello everyone, thanks for joining me for another exclusive one-on-one spotlight interview right here on the Video Show Network. I always try to find the best way to introduce the people that I get to interview, and there's only one way to introduce this young man. Gold medalist and a gentleman, Derek Drouin. Of course, winning the gold medal at the Rio Olympics recently on August the 16th. Derek Drouin has been overwhelmed, and he's very grateful for many things. And Derek gave us his time just before he got to meet a welcoming committee and got to go through the parade that's put on in his honor. So now, let's go out and talk with champion gold medalist Derek Drouin. This spotlight interview is brought to you by Bad Dog Bar and Grill, located at 368 Lyndoch Street in Corunna. Visit their online menu at baddogcorunna.com. Well, a special exclusive video interview. You know who I'm talking with right here, champion, gold medalist. There's a lot of wonderful things we could say about Derek Drouin. Thanks for joining me here, Derek.
Well, thanks for having me.
Congratulations. How many times have you heard that?
It never gets old.
Yeah. There's got to be a lot of emotions going on with you right now. I mean, two numbers that are going to stick out with you for the rest of your life will be August 16th and 2.38 meters. You know, those watching, I've had a lot of conversations with people saying, boy, there's a real psychological game going on with what you were doing. And you've been quoted as saying it. A lot of it was really psychological. Can you explain what that means?
Yeah, I mean, it's all of the guys that show up at the Olympic finals are obviously in the shape of their life, and there's not a whole lot separating us physically. So on that day, it kind of comes down to who's got the mental strength to get through it. Yeah, people are playing. It can kind of become a bit of a chess match. You know, people are passing heights and making psychological moves. So for me, it was just being prepared for whatever anyone was going to throw at me, and it definitely felt like mentally I was strong enough to get through the day, and it worked out pretty well.
Obviously, it worked out great. But what's the strategy? You know, passing, and there's got to be 100 different things. What were you thinking about besides the obvious goal when you were there going for the gold?
Not a whole lot. I mean, like you said, the goal was to win, and you know, I wasn't thinking about a whole lot else. It was just kind of blinders on. But there's definitely different strategies for me. I like to sort of get into a rhythm. That's why you see me jumping at every height. Other guys know that it's probably going to take 240. They're going to be taking attempts at 240. So try to save some energy for the later bars. So that's why you see some people passing, whereas I and a lot of other jumpers jump at every height. But definitely some different strategies coming into play. Yeah,
you've got to be feeling a lot of gratitude, thankfulness. I mean, out here in Corunna, there's lots of people here waiting to see you. A parade. Explain how that is making you feel right now. Yeah,
I mean, it's when we're at the Olympics, we're definitely in a little bit of a bubble, but it's hard not to feel the love back home. But it's another thing to come home and celebrate with everybody. It's one of the best things about being from a small town. You know, everybody is so excited for you, and they're eager to celebrate, and I was eager to get back and enjoy it with all of them.
Yeah. How's your family doing with all of this? I mean, obviously they're proud and happy, but have you had some good conversations with the family on the journey that that got you there and coming back?
Yeah, I mean, there's been some ups and downs in the road, and you know, without my family, I wouldn't be anywhere near where I am today. So definitely, they've gotten me through some tough times, and definitely celebrated a lot recently together. But it's been such a whirlwind. I haven't been able to see them a whole lot since I jumped. I saw them the next day in Rio, and that's been about it. So, yeah.
Have you been able to get enough food into you since you got back and enjoy yourself? And have you had any downtime? And sometimes we need alone time too. Have you had any of that?
Not a whole lot. I've definitely eaten the foods that I've been avoiding for the last few months while I was in peak condition. So I've enjoyed a lot of pizza. We'll definitely be eating a lot of ice cream. But as for the alone time, I think it'll be a little while until I get some quiet time.
What's next for Derek Drouin?
So right now it's off season. Not really going to be thinking a whole lot about track and for a couple of months at least. But after, you know, I'm doing the celebration type thing, enjoying the moment with everybody. But in about a week, I'm gonna go off on vacation, and that's where I'll get some quiet time.
When you're not doing track and high jumping and all the obvious activities, what else do you do for fun?
For fun, yeah. I mean, love traveling. I'm going to be heading to Europe to.
Nice.
I spend a lot of time in Europe for meets, but I don't get to see a whole lot. So it's one of my favorite things to do. You know, I read a lot, and when I have the opportunity, I like to play other sports that I'm not usually exposed to.
Right. Good for you. What would you say to somebody? I always like to ask somebody who's had great success. How do you do it? How do you overcome?
I mean, I think it can be tricky because a lot of times things aren't going to go exactly the way that you want. So I think the most important thing, at least for me, is to make sure that you're doing something that you really love. Because if you're doing something for fame or for money or because you feel like you should, it's going to be really, really difficult to get through times when maybe you're injured or things aren't going well. So I think, the most important thing and really the only way to get out of slumps like that is to make sure that you're doing something that you really genuinely love. And for me, when that isn't the case anymore, I'll know that it's time to stop.
Right. Great advice. Derek Drouin, again, congratulations.
Thank you.
Everybody's obviously very proud of you, and I appreciate your time here today. Derek Drouin, gold medalist out here in Corunna. We got to let him go. There's lots of people waiting to celebrate the gold medal, and we thank you all for watching. Broadcasting for the Video Show Network, I'm David Burrows. Thanks again for watching. It was a great honor to interview gold medalist Derek Drouin. Derek, thank you so much for your time here for this interview. Derek had a busy day when we did that interview. We did the interview at the residence of where his grandmother lives, and there were lots of people, a welcoming committee there. And then, of course, they had the parade for Derek, Corunna, and many people from all over came to see Derek and celebrate his gold medal. So, Derek, congratulations. Once again, enjoy your vacation. Thanks, everybody, for watching this exclusive one-on-one interview on the Video Show Network. I'm David Burrows. Take care.